Hey everyone, and welcome back to the ATD Movie Channel on YouTube. We're back with another installment of our series, You Know What's a Good Movie? This is where we review older films connected to each other in some way. Perhaps they share the same director, or maybe they star the same actor. Last time, we took a look at The Count of Monte Cristo, and this time around, we're reviewing the Christopher Nolan classic, Memento. It shouldn't take more than just a few seconds to figure out the connection between the two films. It's the actor and star of both films, Guy Pearce. Let's jump right into it. Memento was released in the year 2000 and is most recognized for its non-linear approach to storytelling. The movie is told in a straightforward narrative, but backwards. Allow me to explain. We're shown the ending of the story at the beginning of the film, and we're left in utter shock by watching the beginning of the story at the end of the film. It was revolutionary at the time, and something so different, so creative, that Hollywood quickly took notice of Christopher Nolan. We know Nolan as the high-profile, big-budget director of the Dark Knight trilogy and Inception, but it was his work on Memento that really catapulted him into the ranks of the Hollywood elite. Ignoring the way in which the story is told, the film actually has an engrossing premise. What would you do if you had no short-term memory and you had to find your wife's killer? I mean, really think about that. You couldn't remember the TV show you just watched. You couldn't remember a phone number somebody just gave you, or the directions to the location you're going to, let alone track down a murderer. This condition would totally and completely paralyze people. The way the movie shows Guy Pearce navigating through this condition is unique and thought-provoking. And speaking of Pearce, he nails it with his performance of Leonard. He just owns the role and the emotional struggle that comes with this debilitating condition. He balances an angry undertone that expresses to the audience his thirst for vengeance and the frustration with his memory loss. All of this while keeping the character vulnerable and lonely. Carrie-Anne Moss and Joe Pantoliano play terrific supporting characters that help round out the world that Christopher Nolan has created. From simply an aesthetic perspective, the movie is ugly. It's washed out and distorted. It's sort of a neo-noir film meets Training Day. It's tough and gritty and paints the picture of a life that none of us want to live. I love that about the movie. It uses various locations and settings that would otherwise have been throwaway scenes to further the story along. I obviously won't spoil the ending, and you have to see it for yourself. And hopefully you enjoy the payoff as much as I did. Nolan and company made a film that is still talked about until this day. And for some time now, there's been talk of a remake, and I sincerely hope that that's not true. Hopefully those rumors are false, because we need more creative work like Memento. Either way, I highly recommend you check out this film. Have you seen Memento recently? What did you think of it the second time around? Or maybe even the third time around? Let me know in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified of content uploaded regularly. You can also find older videos in this series on the channel. And hey, you know what's a good movie? Memento. Thanks for watching, everyone.